You saw the video of this weekend's CBP shooting up there in Minneapolis.
Well, I think it's very unfortunate that an individual had to lose his or her life, but I think we can't ignore the facts. And I look forward to hearing from the investigation. I sit on Homeland Security Committee, and I know that we will be paying attention to the details in the coming days. But you can't ignore the fact that Minnesota Governor Walz and also Mayor Fry, people that are in positions of authority that are leading these communities, that basically they're impeding the law. And I am for law and order. Not only are they putting our ICE agents at risk, but they're putting the public at risk. And I think they should carry some of the weight.
Well, we heard from that report that Tom Homan is now in Minneapolis and that he's meeting with the governor and the mayor. And I wonder if you think the president sent him there for that very purpose, to try and maybe change the rhetoric that's coming out of those two men and get them to remind their citizens to stay out of the way and let ICE agents do their job. Is there any chance you think that Tom Homan can make a change in the rhetoric in Minneapolis?
I hope so. I think Tom Homan, not only does he have the experience, but he has the skills and the communication and the ability to get that across to the individuals. But, I think these far leftists, you can't make them understand what the president is trying to do. I mean, they're extremists and they don't want to hear anything related to President Trump. And I don't know that anyone or anything can make a difference, but I certainly hope so.
I want to share some numbers with you, Congresswoman, regarding the impact of the Trump administration's crackdown on illegal immigration. 675,000 illegal immigrants were deported last year. In the meantime, according to the left-leaning ProPublica, only 170 U.S. citizens were actually detained. That amounts to a minuscule 0.0251%, which means any reports of legal citizens suffering from these operations is wildly exaggerated. So based on these numbers, how would you grade the Trump administration's fight against illegal immigration so far?
Well, I think the proof is in the numbers. You just quoted those numbers, and I would give President Trump and this administration an A+ on immigration and enforcing law and order.
Congresswoman, before I let you go, I know you've sponsored the Protecting Motherhood Act. Can you tell us how this will help women?
I'm very excited about that. Motherhood is unique. It's only to biological women. And I think it was so disrespectful when the Biden administration in 2022 replaced the term mother with birthing person. My background is in healthcare. I'm not an OBGYN, but I can absolutely answer the question that men cannot have babies. So I'm excited that that's going to codify President Trump's executive order and prohibits gender-neutral terminology related to motherhood.
Well, Congresswoman Sherry Biggs, thank you for any role you play on erasing the nonsense of those 4 years under Biden. Birthing person is one of those things that we should never have to ever say again. Congresswoman, thank you again for joining this show.
Thank you so much.
Up next on the 11th Hour Report, protests continuing in